Why does the police have the option to turn off their body cameras? It's a battery issue, privacy issue, and storage issue. Contrary to popular belief, most police departments don't actually have tons of discretionary money. Lots of departments barely have enough body cams as it is, let alone money for additional cameras or batteries. My local department just recently received a federal grant that enabled them to buy BWCs for their 5 officers, and it was a big deal when it happened. The other issue is storage. Storing 24 hours of continuous footage becomes very expensive very quickly, and most PDs have data retention policies that means they have to keep the footage for 90 days as well. It's simply not realistic to expect every officer to be recording 24 hours a day and also store that footage for 3 months. Finally, privacy. Do you want to be taking a shit or having a private phone call with your wife while it's recorded and made public record, so any citizen can request a copy of it? Officers deserve privacy too when they are not exercising authority, because nobody wants footage of them taking a piss. It's not that they have an option to turn it off, they have to have a lawful reason to turn it on. It's never been intended to be on all the time, but of course some people will misuse any available power or option, so they can go to the bathroom and it doesn't end up on Reddit. Because there are times where an officer isn't allowed to record. If a cop goes to a restroom to take a piss, for example, they can't record there due to the rights of other people present. You aren't allowed to record in there. But police still have to go to the washroom. Either they take off the camera to do certain things, or they turn it off. Same likelihood of being left off either way, so turning it off is chosen since it's easier. Also, it's easier on the battery. Not too important. Battery life can last a shift, but still. It would be very easy to design something that would detect when an officer draws their weapon and turn on a couple of cameras and microphones. Does anyone really want audio-visual data of every code brown a cop takes? You going to waste storage space recording the officer while he's 10-96 at Dennis for 45 minutes? I spend a lot of time with police officers in hospital. When they bring people in, they sometimes take a quick 5-minute break where we have a chat outside. It's not linked to the patient, we could even be discussing something private. I wouldn't want that to be recorded. Also, imagine being recorded your entire shift. Police officers are human. Sometimes they want to walk away from a situation and have a little debrief, perhaps say that person is a right prick. They need some privacy because people are fucking vile to police officers. Here is how we fix it. Allow officers to be on or off duty. If they are in need of privacy, switch to off mode. Any conduct while in off mode is non-police activity and an automatic not guilty if the camera was off. Live stream footage to an outside server, so an independent third party has all the footage. Take away the police ability to lose footage. Police can request the footage just like civilians can. Go poopy and pee-pee? That naked lady in her house having a mental health crisis? Hard to stop such public official data from being accessed by a Freedom of Information request. Why not? Walking around for a whole shift with a camera recording live video and audio would unnecessary and ridiculous. No one wants a public record of taking a dump after lunch at a taco tube. The bulk of most cops' days are not worth recording. A 12HR recording would be a massive file, and at least half of it would be footage of the cop chilling in their car, driving around, eating food, taking a shit, etc. Do you think cops spend every minute of their shift doing actual police work? Even if we could figure out how to store a large quantity of footage without spending a fortune, it would be a huge waste of money for the reasons above. It would also make getting necessary footage needed for a case more difficult. Imagine having to sift through 12H of footage just to get to the footage of an event that happened over the course of a couple of minutes. It would simply be impractical to have a body camera that you can't turn off. Bathroom breaks, private conversations when they are not interacting with the public, stuff like that. There are a lot of legitimate reasons given by others here. There are also mitigations trying to reduce those issues. Those police who turn it off, so they aren't caught doing something illegal, will just find some other way to block it. Like when cop cars mysteriously pop their front hoods during a traffic stop that somehow turns into a shootout. Weird. Too bad the cop's camera was malfunctioning and the hood was blocking the car's dashboard cam. Guess we'll never know how the perp got shot in the back while supposedly attacking the officer. I don't think most cops do this, but there are definitely ones who do, and something like a camera isn't going to stop them. So they can take a shit without being on camera. Do you want to be recorded while taking a poop? So that if they are dealing with a confidential source or an undercover officer, that interaction won't be recorded. You don't want the local crime boss to be able to open records, request bodycam video, figure out who in his org is an informant or an undercover cop, which is especially important in states where all bodycam video is public record can be seen by everyone and anyone who wants to look at it. I think they have the right to privacy when they go to the bathroom.